Featured artists today include Joe Focus, Prafit Josiah, and Brinson. Welcome to the Devout Jamcast. The Devout Jamcast. DJ Ice Berg365 welcoming you to episode 158 of the Devout Jamcast. Thank you for joining us. The Devout Jamcast is a twice-monthly podcast with new episodes on the first and third Mondays of each month. I want to show you just how exciting music for Christ can be. I invite you to get up, praise, and dance with us as we get started. Our first song's by Joe Focus. It's called Bubblegum Smoothie Remix.
Elijah remix. It's the bubblegum, the bubblegum, the bubblegum, the bubblegum. It's the bubblegum, the bubblegum, the bubblegum, the bubblegum. It's the bubblegum, the bubblegum, the bubblegum, the bubblegum. It's the bubblegum, the bubblegum, the bubblegum, the bubblegum. I'm on the bubblegum smoothie. God loves me, the devil can't move me. Keep your life simple, so there's no confusion. Keep pushing, grind for Christ. Make good choices, so you can have a beautiful life. You are somebody, I just want you to know that. Negative vibes are everywhere, we don't receive that. Christ is King. Keep that in mind. Let your light shine. 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 He's divine. Hey, he's divine. It's the bubblegum. The bubblegum. The bubblegum. The bubblegum. It's the bubblegum. The bubblegum. The bubblegum. The bubblegum. It's the bubblegum. The bubblegum. The bubblegum. The bubblegum, it's the bubblegum, the bubblegum, the bubblegum, the bubblegum. We preach your word to keep your blood moving. We spread the word, we're body moving. We stay humble, we want y'all to be on a winning team. When the trumpet blows, we will praise them higher than Olympic rings. We want to see truth from our works, so you can go far. Why? You're a shining star. Make good choices every night, every day when you pray. Focus. We're on that bubblegum. It's the bubblegum, the bubblegum, the bubblegum, the bubblegum. It's the bubblegum, the bubblegum, the bubblegum, the bubblegum. It's the bubblegum, the bubblegum, the bubblegum, the bubblegum. It's the bubblegum, the bubblegum, the bubblegum, the bubblegum.
Bubblegum Smoothie Remix by Joe Focus. Joe Focus is no stranger to the Devout Jamcast. He's a husband, gospel rapper, songwriter, event planner and promoter, and humanitarian, actor, activist, and author from Cincinnati, Ohio. That Bubblegum Smoothie Elisha remix released on July 5th, 2022. You can find out more at facebook.com/movingforwardjoe. For booking and more, contact joefocus78 at outlook.com, and be sure to follow him on Instagram at joe_focus_im_back. Our next song is by Prafit Josiah. It's called 3/5 Remix.
2 miles per door.
Y'all 3/5 of a Christian, slaves to the world. Barely know God, running around like a squirrel, looking for a referral. On the next nut, trying to please the flesh. Life is more than sex. Be careful what you text, the type of media is that social. I'm a Christian man, about that I stay vocal. Even if anecdotal, I'm hopeful, not boastful. Physically, I'm local. Ministry is global. Sin leaves you immobile like a letter at the postal. Without a stamp, you ain't going nowhere. His approval ain't fair. Got your head nodding like a a rocking chair, rocking chair. I'm building areas so there is no illusion. I rep the God of the Bible, no confusion. Shut out the science, don't rock with evolution. A prostitution, they're distributing a whitewash American solution. His word above all, even the Constitution. White man's religion, a spiritual pollution. And untrue meant to lead you astray. The biggest sin in the world is not being gay. It's refusing Yahweh's son, blasphemy. Death really gon' come if you hesitate. Thinking God's not real, yo, I can't relate. He's the opposite of fake. Like them black towns at the bottom of the lake. Do your Googles. I don't need your approvals. A grown man with scruples. You can expect my refusals. Trying to get me to sin, I'm unusual. Trying to live like him, the sinless one to come nowhere close. It's the gift of God, no man can boast salvation. But you're still hesitating. For what are you waiting? You was given the invitation. God made me do it, but you treat it like sewage. His grace, His mercy, you itch to be more famous than He. Counting dollars like the tree He hung upon a tree. N-E-D-I-E-D, but didn't stay that way. I pray you pay attention. DMs is open, jump in my mentions. Let's build and grow, but don't be too slow. Time is almost UB. Excuse me, this a lyrical intervention. It pays better than a pension. Jesus is your exemption. If you accept His redemption, you free. What? You free. What? You free. If you accept His redemption, you free. You free.
3/5 remix by Prafit Josiah. Prafit Josiah, also the Devout Jamcast OG. Here's what he had to say about this 3/5 Two Minds summer remix. So this super dope producer, Two Minds, hit me up on IG, said he wanted to remix one of my songs. Man, this dude made this remix sound almost better than the original. We'll definitely work together more in the future. Similar to rappers Common and JC, Prafit Josiah is not trying to reach a younger audience. He's definitely confident and comfortable in his own musical skin. In case you didn't know, Prafit Josiah is not only a rapper, but an entrepreneur and family man. He was born and raised in Rochester, New York, and began his musical career as part of a group called Profits, which formed in 1993. Profits released 2 albums and a myriad of singles before disbanding in 2002. Josiah's been around for a while. He's been recording music off and on for over 20 years, and in 2016, tragedy struck his family. His cousin was murdered. This event sparked the beginning of Prafit Josiah picking the mic back up once again and seeking to have a godly impact on the people around him and potential listeners of his music. Find out more at PrafitJosiah.com, also Facebook.com/PrafitJosiah, and subscribe to his YouTube channel, YouTube.com/PrafitJosiah, and follow him on Instagram and Twitter at Prafit Josiah. Our final song today on the Devout Jamcast is Order My Steps by Brinson.
Order my steps. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, order mine. I am my lane, ain't no borderline. Get off my phone, leave me alone. If it ain't about God, it's gon' get declined. Know that it's destined, ain't no finessing. Finally walking with He, call me to be. Counting my blessing, ain't no more stressing. Know that His purpose is bigger than me. Oh, He made a way. I seen Him trust that He'll make it okay. I seen Him turning around in a day. Know that He love you even when you stray. How you say God your provider, but all the last grinding? How you want closer to God, but you don't put the time in? Feeling like, whoa, this ain't the life that I chose. I know it's murder she wrote, but Jesus, He died and He rose. Walking by faith and I know it's His grace He blessing where I planted my feet. Just like He did it for Mary and Esther and Ruth, He gon' do it for me.
Yeah, I walk through the valley, it's shadow of death, yeah. I know that you got my right and you got my love, yeah. I got no worries or fears, cause you know what's next. I be depending on you, don't order my steps. Order my steps, 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 order my steps. Yeah. Protect my right, protect my right, protect my love, protect my love. Order my steps, yeah. Order my steps, order my.
Order like
like a drive-through. I want to mirror you. Order everything I do. Ignore every plan without you. Order mine. Every tiptoe, every step I take, every plan I make, this is high in stakes. Only most high I need by my side. His word I abide, I seek his face. Order my left, right. When I don't act right, when I don't pray right, I'm trying to stay right. I am the clay, right? You are the potter, my father, my Abba. Catch me when I go astray. You know what's best and you give me that rest because I know that you know the way.
This is the way.
I'm trying to show them, but you gotta show me how to live holy. I mean set apart, not like the old me. Order my steps in your word, order my tongue in your word, guide my feet in your word, wash my heart in your word, show me how to walk in your word.
Yeah, though I walk through the valley, a shadow of death, shadow of death. Yeah, I know that you got my right and you got my love, you got my love. Yeah, I got no worries or fears, cause you know what's next. I be depending on you to order my steps. Order my steps, 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 order my steps. Yeah, protect my right, protect my right, protect my love, protect my love. Order my steps, yeah, order my steps, order my.
God chasers, baby.
Order My Steps by Brinson. Brinson is an award-winning Christian hip-hop artist from Jacksonville, Florida. He's dedicated his ministry to serving families and hip-hop fans through his music and unashamed love for God. He's an ordained minister and has studied music business at Belmont University in Nashville. When his passions and gifts are used together, he creates music that edifies and reaches those who would otherwise be unreachable. He's the founder of God Chasers Entertainment, and with that has been able to facilitate more than 20 Christ-centered hip-hop albums. He's traveled the globe spreading the good news of Jesus Christ. Brinson's music has been seen and heard on ESPN, NPR, BET, MTV, New York's Hot 97, TBN, and he's the host of the God Chasers podcast. Brinson drops Before He Cracks the Sky, a concept album, and his 11th overall that warns of Christ's return and wrath. Brinson loves a good story, especially if it's artistically told. That's why he collects comic books. He's a frequent film goer and recently dared to direct a documentary about his mission-driven music career. So it should come as no surprise that his next album will be driven by a single narrative, one that warns of Jesus Christ's imminent return and righteous judgment. Before He Cracks the Sky is his 11th solo project and 80th overall release from his God Chasers Entertainment record label. On it, he offers a prophetic voice along the lines of Malachi, who fervently attempts to share the good news that his neighbors indeed can be saved. As with past projects, this one will feature top-notch sounds, including contributions from multi-platinum selling producer Frank Nitti, and guest features from Christian hip-hop veterans Corey Red and Precise and Crine, and newcomers Portia Love and Bree Cross. And like his last two albums, look for it to be wrapped in a crazy cover from a notable comic book artist, Ken Lashley, from Black Panther, Star Wars, and Spawn fame. Although his work in other areas has been gaining considerable attention, the God Chasers documentary has won over 40 awards, and his entrance theme for Serena Deeb is featured on All Elite Wrestling's highest-grossing pay-per-view. It's time for listeners to lend their ears to Before He Cracks the Sky. Brinson says this is where it all began, telling stories about God's good grace. Before He Cracks the Sky is available on digital music platforms as of Friday, July 22nd, 2022. It includes Order My Steps featuring Portia Love and Norman Michael. Physical copies and other merch can be secured at godchaserspodcast.com. Also, check out iambrinson.com and facebook.com/GODCHASERZ, and follow him on Twitter and Instagram at GodChasers. Now it's time for our Devout discussion topic. Every episode, I give you guys a discussion topic. You send me your responses, and I'll read your answers on the next Devout Jamcast. Last time, our topic was, how do you balance being a believer in the corporate business world? Classmatic said, I think the answer to your question is to sacrifice. Being selfless is important. The corporate world is always a me-first mindset, so just put he first and you'll attract others through humility. Thank you so much to everyone who responds to our discussion topics. Join the discussion on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and any other social media outlet using hashtag the Devout Jamcast. Let's keep the discussion going with today's Devout discussion topic. Should Christians have a bucket list? Let me know what you think by tweeting me at Devout Jamcast or by using hashtag the Devout Jamcast. You can go to the Facebook page, facebook.com/the Devout Jamcast. You can also send me an email at thedevoutjamcast@gmail.com. I'll do my best to read your response to the discussion topic on the show next time. Don't forget you can watch the Devout Jamcast one day before the audio podcast. Subscribe at youtube.com/iceberg365 ministries. The Devout Jamcast and DJ Ice Berg365 are pleased to be nominated for 3 2022 Spin Awards. You can vote for us daily at thespinawards.com. I'm also a news anchor for RYC Praise News. Check out my weekly reports and listen to the station, facebook.com/RYC Praise News. I'm also always on the lookout for new music. If you'd like to have your music featured on the Devout Jamcast, please send me an email, thedevoutjamcast@gmail.com, for info on making that happen as well. Thank you so much for listening. Tune in to the next Devout Jamcast, August 15th.